Hey guys, this is Rachel with Toofab. I am here with Jeff Timmons from Men of the Strip, and we're getting a little inside scoop on the show.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for having me.
So I've heard this show is like Magic Mike meets your favorite boy band.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a new one. That
Yeah?
is kind of, we definitely have that boy band element involved in the show. But I like the Sex and the City aspect of it. These guys have very interesting lives behind the scenes.
Okay.
And with this reality movie event, as we're calling it, you get a kind of a sneak peek of what these guys do behind the scenes, the things that you don't see on stage. You know, some of these guys are actually shy behind stage, behind the scenes, and you know they aspire to do different things, whether it be professional sports or action heroes, or it's not all about just bumping and grinding and all that stuff. So you know it has a lot of depth to it, believe it or not.
So I know that the search for these guys was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Cross-country search. What was the trait that you looked for?
These guys had to be able to dance, not just stripper dancing.
Yeah.
They had to be able to do a choreographed routine, a hard one, but they also had to sing. All the guys sing in our troupe. All the guys, we sing a cappella, and ultimately we really were focused on personality. Those guys that when girls are watching them on stage, they're like, oh, those guys are like my fantasy, but I could never talk to them. That's not true. These guys you can actually approach, they're humble, and you can talk to them. Great personalities.
What does your wife and what do your kids think about this? Do they know what you do?
Well, what they know, of course they know what I do. I sing and host. I don't dance. I don't strip.
No shirtless moment for you? You could do it.
I was telling somebody earlier, like, I don't look like these guys. I mean, these guys are all 6 foot, ripped up. I appreciate that. But, look, maybe I'll rip my shirt off once in a while, but they're never around me. These guys can never be next to me, so they can't size me up. And I run off the stage. They get a quick glimpse, and I'm like, I'm out. I'll flex, and I'm gone. That's not my thing. The show's about these guys. But my wife actually encouraged me to do this. She was like, this is cool. This could be something really cool for you to create and be a part of. It's nothing harmless. And once you get a glimpse into the show and people get a gathering for what the show is all about, they're going to forget within the first 15 minutes of what these guys are really about.
Are they dramatic? Will they bring the drama?
There's definitely a lot of competition. You're talking about alpha males, type A, trying to be the best at what they do, outshine the other guy. But at the end of the day, they've gone through the ebbs and the flows and the rocky climb to get here together. So at the end of the day, they come together, they're like a family, and they really kill it on stage. They're amazing.
So switching gears a little bit back to 98 Degrees.
Sure.
So you went on tour with Boys II Men and New Kids. Would you guys do that again?
Well, that was the best tour I've ever been on my whole life. I mean, 98 Degrees had a 13+ year hiatus, and we had tried to get back a couple of times. Everybody was sort of doing their different things. Some of us were family guys, some of us behind the scene guys. So getting us on the same page, it took a while. We knew, look, okay, we can go out one last time, no pressure. We don't have to worry about selling records. We don't have to worry about selling tickets because everybody's gonna buy a ticket. Went on a 50-city sold-out tour. To me, it was a blessing. I don't think there'd be a way for us as 98 Degrees to top that tour.
I know.
I mean, unless it was NSYNC 98 Degrees Backstreet Boys, I don't see it happening. I mean, we're never gonna close the door, but I'm very happy.
We should open that door.
Let's open that door. There was some talk about us doing something with Backstreet Boys, but I think it would have to be all three from that era for us to really entertain it, stop everything we're doing in our own respects and go do it. But I had a blast. I loved it. And
are you working on any solo music?
Thanks for asking. Yeah, I mean, since the boy bands are back and pop music is back, I think now's the time for me to put some stuff out. I've been working on some really cool stuff. It's now or never. I'm getting older and might as well capitalize on the opportunity that music's changed, and I write and produce stuff, so I love the fact that I can do that and get an opportunity to do it nowadays.
That's awesome. We can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you.
We will definitely be watching.
Thanks for doing the interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.